In today's video, we're going to talk about some special United States $1 coins that feature liberty, in God we trust, and e pluribus unum. These are not just ordinary coins, but part of a rich historical legacy, representing great personalities like Susan B. Anthony. Today, we'll explore in detail the rare and collectible 1979 and 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar coins, their design, history, and market value, which might surprise you. Do you have one of these valuable coins? Make sure to watch till the end, because you might have a hidden treasure in your pocket. The 1979 P $1 coin of the United States, officially known as the Susan B. Anthony dollar, holds a special place in modern American numismatic history as the first year of issue for this unique small-sized dollar coin. It was struck at the United States Mint in Philadelphia, which began using the P mint mark on circulating coins starting this year, marking an important change in minting tradition. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Susan B. Anthony, a leading figure in the fight for women's voting rights in the United States. Her inclusion made this coin the first U.S. circulating coin to honor a real historical woman. Around her portrait are the inscriptions Liberty at the top, In God We Trust to the right, and the date 1979 below, reflecting both heritage and a step toward modern representation. The reverse design of the 1979 P dollar is deeply symbolic and rooted in one of America's greatest achievements, inspired by the Apollo 11 moon landing. It depicts an eagle landing on the surface of the moon while holding an olive branch, representing peace and technological triumph. Surrounding the central image are the inscriptions United States of America, $1, and the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, giving it a silver-like appearance, and measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter with a reeded edge. One of its distinctive features is the 11-sided inner border, which creates a subtle geometric effect while maintaining a round outer shape. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar is the existence of two major varieties, the wide rim, also called near date, and the narrow rim, or far date, variety. The wide rim variety shows the date position closer to the rim, and is considerably scarcer, making it more valuable among collectors. In total, over 360 million 1979 P dollars were minted, making it a very common coin overall, but the variety differences add an extra layer of excitement for numismatists. Coins in circulated condition are generally worth face value, while uncirculated examples, especially those in high mint state grades like MS65 or above, can command higher prices. The wide rim variety, in particular, can be significantly more valuable depending on its condition and grading. From a broader global perspective, the 1979 P dollar coin is often included in collections that span 8,000 world coins, as it represents a key shift in United States coinage towards smaller, more practical dollar coins. Despite its historical importance and innovative design, the coin was not widely accepted by the public, largely because of its close resemblance in size and color to the quarter, which caused confusion in everyday transactions. Nevertheless, the 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar remains an essential collectible today, admired for its historical significance, its tribute to women's rights, and its role in shaping the future of U.S. coinage systems. The 1979 D1 coin is part of the historic Susan B. Anthony dollar, a short-lived but highly significant series introduced by the United States Mint in 1979. This coin carries a classic inscription United States of America, E pluribus unum, $1, liberty, and In God We Trust, which together reflect the ideals, unity, and identity of the nation. The D mint mark on this coin indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the major coin production facilities in the United States. The 1979 D issue is particularly important because it represents the first year of production for this new dollar coin design, marking a major shift in U.S. coinage history. The obverse front of the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar features the portrait of Susan B. Anthony, a prominent figure in the American women's suffrage movement. Her leadership and dedication were instrumental in the fight for women's right to vote, making her an ideal choice for representation on U.S. currency. The portrait shows her facing right, with a strong and determined expression that symbolizes her resilience and commitment to equality. Above her head is the inscription Liberty, while the phrase, In God We Trust appears to the right of her image. The year 1979 is inscribed at the bottom. The design was created by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, who based Antony's likeness on historical photographs to ensure authenticity and respect. The reverse back of the coin carries a design that connects American coinage to one of the nation's greatest achievements in science and exploration. It features an eagle landing on the surface of the moon while holding an olive branch, symbolizing peace. This design is adapted from the insignia of the Apollo 11 moon landing, the mission that successfully landed humans on the moon for the first time in 1969. The Earth is visible in the background, emphasizing the global significance of this achievement. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions United States of America at the top and $1 at the bottom, with E Pluribus Unum placed above the eagle. This reverse design beautifully combines themes of exploration, peace, and national pride. In terms of composition, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar is made from a copper-nickel-clad alloy, rather than precious metals like silver. The coin consists of outer layers made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. This gives the coin its silver-like appearance while ensuring durability and cost-effectiveness. The coin has a diameter of 26.5 millimeters, a weight of 8.1 grams, and a reeded edge. Its relatively small size, slightly larger than a quarter, was intended to make it more convenient than previous dollar coins, but it ultimately became one of its biggest drawbacks. One of the most notable aspects of the 1979 D dollar is its circulation history. Despite being introduced with high expectations, the coin quickly faced challenges in everyday use. The public found it difficult to distinguish from the quarter due to its similar size and color. This led to confusion in transactions and reduced its acceptance. As a result, the coin did not circulate widely, and many pieces were stored in government vaults rather than used in commerce. Although production continued for a few years, the series was eventually discontinued after 1981, with a brief return in 1999. Unlike the Philadelphia issue, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar does not have the famous wide rim and narrow rim varieties. However, it is still collected in various grades, from circulated to uncirculated conditions. The value of the 1979 D coin depends largely on its condition. Circulated examples are typically worth $1 to $3, close to face value. Uncirculated coins in higher grades, MS65 or above, can be worth $10 to $40 or more, while coins in exceptional condition, MS67 or higher, may command higher premiums in the collector market. Although it is not considered a rare coin, it remains an essential part of any complete Susan B. Anthony dollar collection. Beyond its physical and monetary characteristics, the 1979 D dollar carries deep historical and cultural significance. By featuring Susan B. Anthony, the United States Mint recognized the importance of the women's suffrage movement and honored a leader who helped shape the nation's democratic values. This decision marked a turning point in U.S. coin design, paving the way for future coins that celebrate real historical figures, including women and other underrepresented groups. In conclusion, the 1979 D1 coin is more than just a piece of currency. It is a symbol of progress, innovation, and recognition. While it may not be highly valuable in terms of price, its importance lies in its story. From its groundbreaking portrait to its connection with the moon landing, this coin represents a unique moment in American history. For collectors and enthusiasts, it offers a fascinating glimpse into the evolution of U.S. coinage and the values it seeks to represent. The 1980 $1 coin is part of the historic Susan B. Anthony dollar series, issued by the United States Mint during a short but important era in American coinage. This coin carries the inscription United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, $1, Liberty, and In God We Trust, reflecting both national identity and long-standing American mottos. The P mint mark indicates that this particular coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most significant minting facilities in the United States. The 1980 issue represents the second year of regular production for this series, following its introduction in 1979. The Susan B. Anthony dollar holds a unique place in history because it was the first U.S. circulating coin to feature a real woman rather than a symbolic figure. The portrait on the obverse depicts Susan B. Anthony, a pioneering leader in the women's suffrage movement who played a key role in advocating for women's right to vote. Her image faces right, with a stern and determined expression that reflects a strong personality and dedication to equality. Surrounding her portrait is the word liberty, while the national motto "In God We Trust" appears to the right. The date 1980 is positioned at the bottom of the coin. This design was created by Frank Gasparro, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time, who based the portrait on historical photographs to ensure authenticity and respect. On the reverse side, the coin features one of the most symbolic designs in modern American coinage. It shows an eagle landing on the surface of the moon while holding an olive branch, symbolizing peace. This design is adapted from the insignia of the historic Apollo 11 moon landing, which marked the first time humans set foot on the moon. Around the eagle are the inscriptions "United States of America" at the top and $1 at the bottom. The phrase "E pluribus unum" is placed above the eagle, reinforcing the idea of unity among the states. This reverse design connects the coin not only to national identity but also to one of the greatest achievements in human history, space exploration. In terms of composition, the 1980p Susan B. Anthony dollar is made from a copper-nickel-clad alloy, rather than precious metals like silver or gold. The outer layers consist of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This composition gives the coin its silver-like appearance while keeping production costs low. The coin has a diameter of 26.5 millimeters, a weight of 8.1 grams, and a reeded edge. Its size is slightly larger than a quarter but smaller than earlier dollar coins, which contributed to confusion among the public. The 1980p coin was produced for general circulation, and millions were minted. However, despite the mint's efforts to promote it as a convenient alternative to paper currency, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was not widely accepted by the public. One of the main reasons for this was its similarity in size and color to the quarter, which caused frequent mix-ups in everyday transactions. As a result, many people avoided using it, and large quantities remained in storage. This lack of popularity ultimately led to the suspension of the series after 1981, with a brief revival in 1999 due to a temporary need for dollar coins. From a collector's perspective, the 1980p Susan B. Anthony dollar is generally considered a common coin, but it still holds value depending on its condition. Circulated examples are usually worth around $1 to $3, essentially close to face value. However, coins in uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS-65 or higher, can be worth $10 to $50 or more. Exceptionally well-preserved coins with perfect grading, MS-67 or MS-68, may command even higher prices in the numismatic market. While it is not among the rarest U.S. coins, it remains an important piece of collectors who appreciate modern coinage and historical themes. Beyond its monetary value, the 1980p Susan B. Anthony dollar carries significant cultural and historical importance. It represents a time when the United States sought to modernize its currency system while also honoring influential figures from its past. By placing Susan B. Anthony on the coin, the nation acknowledged the contributions of women to the development of American democracy. This decision paved the way for future coins featuring real women, such as the Sacagawea dollar and later commemorative issues. In conclusion, the 1980p $1 coin is much more than a simple piece of currency. It is a symbol of social progress, technological achievement, and economic experimentation. Although it did not achieve widespread circulation success, it remains a fascinating and meaningful collectible. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, this coin offers a rich story that connects history, art, and national identity in a single small piece of metal.